Welcome to EDU World Space.
We're given a function g, and we're asked to sketch the area represented by this function, and then define the derivative g prime in two different ways. The function is g of x equals the integral from 0 to x of 2 plus the sine of t dt. So to sketch the area represented by g, first let's sketch the function 2 plus sine t. This is just a vertical shift of the function sine t up 2 units. And so a sketch of this looks something like this. We start out at the point 0, 2. We move up to the point pi over 2, 3. And back down to the point pi 2. And to the point 3 pi over 2 negative 1. Sorry, just 1. And then 2 pi 2, and it repeats itself.
Can I move ahead in the book? I already did all the homework so we can get to the cylinder part. That would be cool if someone was that gay. Yeah. God is that? That would be funny.
And for our shaded area, we start out at x equals 0, and we move over to x. So for example, if x is somewhere greater than 0, say x is here, then g represents the area here in green.
It's not old. Cum doesn't dry like that. Yeah. Cum evaporates. It's pretty soon. No. Cum makes things crusty. It does. Yeah. If you didn't really know.
Okay, now we want to find g prime of x in part A by using part 1 of the fundamental theorem of calculus. So a function little f of t is 2 plus the sine of t. Now we'll let big F of t be the antiderivative of the function little f of t. By the first part of the fundamental theorem of calculus, if g of x is the integral from 0 to x of 2 plus the sine of t, then it follows that the derivative g prime exists and is given by, well, this is the derivative of this integral, which is the same as just little f of x. And plugging in f into expression little f, sorry, x into the expression little f, this is 2 plus the sine of x.
Oh yeah, he's right. I don't think it's been established. I think it's rumors. It's this thing that he just slinks around being creepy because, like, it's his whole. Everyone knew that. There was an interview with him.
So that's part A. Now, as for part B,
He definitely does. Respect. That's a big dick kind of guy. Yeah, that is a big dick kind of guy. I mean, like, the term big dick energy is overused, but, like, you can tell. I'm not shocked at all. Yeah. I definitely.
Now, using the second part of the fundamental theorem of calculus, we have that we can also represent g of x as the antiderivative big F of t evaluated from 0 to x. And so, plugging in, this is equal to f of x minus big F of 0. In differentiating, we get that g prime of x is the derivative of this, which is f prime of x, and then f of 0 is a constant, so its derivative is simply 0. And by definition, big F is the antiderivative of little f, so this is equal to little f of x, which, plugging in, this is 2 plus the sine of x. Now that's one way to find it using the second part.
That's crazy to do that.